He bragged that he was a command sergeant, retired command sergeant major. I'm the highest ranking person ever in the House, and all this lie that he was telling. The state of Minnesota came out after 2018, after this was exposed, and they said, well, he can say that he served as a command sergeant major, but he can't say he's a retired one because he's not.
And that's what he was saying.
And he was saying that, and there was lots of lots of cards coming in the mail, for him to be elected. They said right on there he's a retired command sergeant major, just tooting his own horn, just hanging on the coattails of people that actually are command sergeant majors that went through all the process and put all the time in.
A spokesperson for the Minnesota National Guard said Walz wasn't able to retire as a command sergeant major since he failed to complete coursework and requirements related to the rank. Verified documents show the Army corrected his service record. Walz was reduced in rank to an E8 Master Sergeant after retirement and his conditional promotion. Alpha News again asked Governor Walz if he's using the Command Sergeant Major rank on his campaign website for political gain this year. A spokesperson said this has been in the news before and pointed us to a past story where Walz said, quote, normally this type of partisan political attack only comes from one who's never worn a uniform.
It's stolen valor is really what it is. I don't know of anybody else that's done what he's done.
So Tim Walz apparently, according to his own Army colleagues, people who served with him, well, he's apparently lying about his rank and how he left the Army. The dude straight up refused to be deployed and instead said, I'm running for politics, while at the same time embellishing and flashing his history in serving the country. I'd say there's quite the contrast between him and J.D. Vance, and I'll just let the facts speak for themselves on this one. And I know CNN doesn't want you to know any of this. No, once again, just like Joe Biden, they want you to focus on his uncle-like demeanor. There's just something about him. He looks like America's uncle.
He just looks kind of like everyone's uncle, right? He's just kind of has this sort of appeal to him.
How absolutely friggin' cringe. Democrats love to claim that the other side is lacking substance in their arguments. They're always focused on the culture wars and all of this nonsense, but it's total projection. Frankly, there's never any substance to almost anything they say, as now the pitch is vote for this stolen valor fraud and his cackling socialist partner because of his appearance. I mean, he's basically like my uncle. And because, I don't know, Kamala Harris would be shattering some sort of metaphorical glass ceiling. Yeah, how about focus on character? Democrats love to talk about character relating to Donald Trump. He's this, that, and the other. I mean, he's the absolute worst, as we already know. But as per usual, the Democrats are throwing rocks while living in a glass house. They're simply a whole lot worse. And we're really continuing to put some context to that. Let's continue with this trip down memory lane. Tim Walz, everybody's uncle. Oh, the demeanor. Oh, the appearance. He just looks